Hello, America. Um, Coming to you live. It's Mike Brock from Notes from the Circus. My daily 4 p.m. live stream uh, where I talk into this microphone, into this camera, with my continuing coverage of the civilizational catastrophe that we find ourselves living through. Um, welcome if you're here. Settle into the chat. So I'm monitoring the chat on Substack for the people who are here. As always, this will be posted as a video later for the people who can't be with us here live because they have jobs and they're doing other things. They're taking care of kids and like maybe they want to listen to it later tonight. I'll have the recording up for you. Don't worry. Welcome though for the live audience. Um, um, Anyways, we move further into this crisis that is our current and present moment. We're you know I mean I've stopped everything in my life to just like do this, what I'm doing with you right now. I mean, I think someone needs to narrate what's happening. I maybe other people are out there doing the same thing as me. I hope they are. We need many perspectives on this moment of people who are paying attention to like what's actually real rather than all the bullshit that people pretend is real. Reality, it exists. I do think that there is such a thing as reality. And the reality of the matter where we find ourselves today is, well, I mean, we have here I'm in America anyways, this place we call the United States of America. The we've stopped acting like the civilized people that we're supposed to be. And we have something, if we were just trying to like set aside the all of the ways in which we sort of describe ourselves, the cultural categories, conservatives, liberals, constitutionalists, institutionalists, civil service employees, members of Congress, senators. Um, if we just like, kind of just like actually just thought about ourselves, let's do some philosophy. Let's think about this philosophically a little bit. If we just think about ourselves as all these like warmed bodied creatures who are wearing clothing or just sort of like, walking around this like planet, going around this sun, doing all of our silly things, warming up the atmosphere with all of our carbon dioxide and methane emissions, and doing all this crazy stuff. We're doing all this crazy stuff. This is like what's going on. We're pretending right now that like the most important thing. A lot of people right now are pretending like the most important thing in the world is the like final disposition of the ancient grievances in the Middle East. These ancient grievances between various tribes that we haven't a bunch of disagreements over like who's the real prophet. Um, and who did what, and like what building should be where, and like what tribe owns this part of the world. I mean, like, so there's a lot of that. A lot of people convinced that's the most important thing in the world right now. I mean, I observe, right? I mean, I see, I went for a walk and there's a park here, Pan Pacific Park here in Los Angeles, and I was looking at the little children playing. And I was thinking about the world that they're going to live in. This world that we've made for ourselves. And I was thinking about all these things, these tribal things going on in the Middle East. Um, I mean, look. I'm not saying like, look. These things are like serious. Um, and I don't mean to uh, minimize any of the moral travesties that are happening. Like, it's absurd. Guys. Like the people killing each other. Like they're killing each other, right? Over like, you know, who rightfully owns the land. Like that's all. If we just like step aside, if we step outside and just be like, look, if you just like take on board the basics or a basic sort of humanitarian perspective, and you just like look out there and you're like, I don't care about the color of your skin, I don't care the language you speak, I look at you and you're just like a creature on this planet, right, that like wants to live. You want to live, like you'd like to live, and you'd like to have a little bit of fun on this planet. That's what you'd like to do, right? So I see you, little girl and little boy, in the ruins of Gaza, and you're like dreaming. You have dreams. You have dreams about what it might be like to not have to live like that anymore, right? I see you. I'm not ignoring you. In fact, I'm thinking mostly of you, actually. You're most on my mind right now. Most of the time these days, right? Like certainly now. Um, and I'm looking at you. I recognize that I'm an adult, and I'm living in a part of the world where I have food, I have water, I have shelter. Um, um, I'm wearing expensive clothing right now that you can't afford. Uh, I'm aware of this. I'm just admitting this. I'm not bragging. I'm just trying to let you know that like I'm aware of like the differences between me and you, the distance of life experience that separates us. And I want you to know that I'm thinking about you right now, and I'm thinking about um, like what it is I might be able to do to help you. What could I do to help you right now? Well, there's a few obstacles in my way. Um, one of the ways I'm trying to help you right now is by doing what I'm doing right now, is I'm talking to my fellow citizens about the situation, and I'm trying to give them my perspective on why I think they should care about you, and what they might do about this. Right? There's some people in my country, some people who are looking at me right now, and they're like, well, you could be donating, you could be tweeting this or tweeting that or going to this protest. Well, so but like what I'm doing, like just so you understand, I'm having a conversation with people right now, to try and explain to them what it is they might be able to do, and like what like and from like a very human perspective, where what I'm doing is I'm looking at you, you poor little girl and you poor little boy, somewhere in the world that is just in Ukraine, um, you know, uh, in the occupied territories of Ukraine, in the West Bank, in Gaza, in Tehran, um, among authoritarian regimes, the children, the Uyghur people that China has committed genocide against. I'm thinking about all of you right now. And you're thinking here about like, what is it like, where are these good people in the world, like what are they going to do about any of this? What are they going to do? What are they going to do about this? Um, I want you to know I'm thinking about you. You're the ones I'm thinking about. I'm on your side. Just so you know. Just so you know that like that's whose side I'm on. I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I think it's really fucking stupid what these adults around you are doing, what they're doing to you and your future. I think they're very, very. I mean, I think they're very stupid people. I do. I think you, and I think you can see, through your child's eyes. I think even you mean you haven't seen the things I've seen. You haven't learned the things I've learned, and I want you to see all the things I've seen. I really do. That's actually one thing I do want for you. I'm on your side. Anyways, so here's the thing. I'm talking to my fellow citizens in my country, in the United States. And here's the thing, like we have this guy, we put this guy in charge. He's a con artist. He's a liar, he's a thief. He is. He is these things. I mean, young child, young boy, young girl. Who's yes. He is these things. He's a very bad man, actually. He cares only about himself. And I mean, it's a strange thing that has happened in this world, child. Um, that these adults have convinced themselves that it's actually okay. Like, there's actually a bunch of people. Can you believe this? There's a bunch of adults. There's a bunch of adults who believe that it's actually okay that Donald Trump is those things because he wants to hurt people like me, quite frankly. Believe it or not. Actually, like, that's actually the thing. That I'm this because you see, I'm a West Coast liberal. This is what they say about me. And like they hate me. They hate people like me. And and what they wanted, they just wanted someone like Donald Trump who would basically just like fucking just kill people like me, quite frankly. Like we think we're so smart. We think we're so smart. I mean, not to be dramatic. I mean, but this is the truth. This is how people think. Seriously. Seriously. I'm so what is one to say? I mean, so you're a child. You're a child, of course. Um, and you notice that I'm saying that they're stupid. You can see they're stupid. That's stupid. What I just described to you is stupid. Yes, yes, an 8-year-old can see this is stupid. I mean, this is important, for you think for the adults listening along, right? 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 If you can't explain it to a child, if it doesn't make sense to a child, that's a good a good check. Can you explain to a child like why it is that Donald Trump is like the guy we need right now? I mean, I dare you. I mean, imagine yourself, this poor child is like, you know, um, he's got parents that are struggling. Maybe they're probably fighting with each other all the time because there's not enough money and there's not enough food. And so, like, hurt people, hurt others. And these children are just experiencing the shittiest of lives. And I'm going to explain, and I want in like what is these people going to explain to you? What are they going to explain to you that this man what we needed to do, guys, what we needed to do was this system was just so bad. It was so corrupt. It was so bad and so corrupt that what we really needed to do was we needed to put a guy in charge. A guy in charge who he actually tried to steal. Can you believe this? He tried to steal an election. And like and a bunch of adults in this country came up with all these various different reasons why, like, it was okay to put the guy who tried to actually steal an election back in charge. Because you see, there was this other woman with, I mean, like, to be fair, I mean, like, she wasn't like really democratically chosen in, like, a primary process, which she should have done. I mean, this Democratic Party, this establishment, I mean, they're pretty corrupt too, really. But I mean, like, not in the sense of that they were gonna run around killing everyone like this guy clearly was going to. And but they were so mad. They were so mad. They were like, we should just put the guy in charge who's going to go around killing everyone. We think that's what we need right now. And honestly, like, yeah, and honestly, somebody who will hurt people like me, people like Mike Brock, people like him need to be shut up. The West Coast liberals, we need to shut him up. That's what we need to do. Ah, that's, I mean, this is I mean, my child, this is what the adults are doing. Um, that's what we're doing right now. Um, you can't. I mean, you wouldn't believe. I mean, you wouldn't believe some of the things they're doing. Actually, I mean, you know how we tell you, and like, not to steal and not to cheat and not to lie. I mean, like, well. I mean, I'm not sure. I know the adults say that, right? But I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of. I mean, the adult. I mean, when basically what happens is like when you get out into the real world, right? What happens is like you come to understand that, like, what you should do is, like, actually, to get ahead, is you should just tell people what they want to hear, even if it's not true. And this will make people happy, and then they will give you more money, and when they give you more money, you tell them more things they want to hear. And you do this and you become an influencer, you see. This is what you do. You stop caring about whether or not it's true, and you just start caring about whether or not people like it. And what we will do is we just amuse ourselves to death, and we lose any contact with this idea of the truth. I know how we told you not to lie, but we really actually don't care about the truth. We don't. Not at all. Like, it's like we this is actually the truth of adults, actually. I mean, I'm starting to understand why so many of you are so suicidal, quite frankly. I'm not to make light of it. I mean, like, it's like, I mean, I can understand why one would despair of such a world. I despair of this world. But here's the thing. You should not be suicidal, because look at me. There's another thing that one needs to realize, is that, like, um, you know, the thing about where we are, like, we exist, and we have the most beautiful opportunity every moment of every day of our life to contribute a verse to the greatest story that was ever told of civilization. And you can think about, like, the words that you want to put into that story. And you can think, you can look at these adults who've decided that what they want to do, what, like Steve Bannon, this man, I'm sorry, I'm going to swear, unfortunately. The Steve Bannon says that we should flood the zone with shit, that we should just spew lies so no one knows anything. And only the powerful shall then the physically powerful. We shall dismantle the idea of truth, and we shall replace it with a world of bullies, of people, who are most willing to use violence to get their way. So we'll flood the zone with shit. That's what we'll do. We will lose contact with this idea of the truth. But you don't have to do that. You can sit there. You can hold on to this idea that actually the truth does matter. I think you realize that matters, right? And so you should speak it. You should say that. You should speak the truth without regard to what anyone thinks. Always know that the truth is on your side, right? That truth is love, deep down. So I want you to know that, um, children of the earth, and that I'm on your side and that I'm thinking about you every day. It's why I'm doing this. And I'm serious about that. I'm serious. So I need you to do something for me. I need you to speak the truth, and you tell the adults, you tell the adults how stupid they are, because they are. You tell them, and you know it's the truth. And know that you have an adult on your side that will agree with you when you call those adults stupid, because they are. I'll agree with you. I'll take your side. I don't care what your parents say. I'll say you're right. You're right. Those adults are stupid. So I'm on your side, and I wanted you to know that. That's what I wanted to take the occasion today to send a message out, for today's show. So, um, that's my message, right? Is that truth is love and love is truth, and that I want the children of the world to know that, and I want them to speak the truth. I want them to tell their dumb parents all around the world that they're stupid, because they are. And that Mike, you can tell them that Mike said it was okay for you to say that. And so, that's my message. I will be back again, tomorrow for the live stream. This video will go up, and we'll keep doing this every single day as we move deeper and deeper into this catastrophe, that we have made, of our civilization. Thank you, everybody, and have a. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Have a good rest of the week.